Welcome to Concrete Block, the podcast where we dive into the latest news and current events. I'm your host, Walter. Today, we're starting with a major development in international relations. The Trump administration has proposed a 28-point peace plan to end the war between Russia and Ukraine. This plan has been met with significant attention and scrutiny from world leaders and experts alike. According to reports, the proposal includes several key points that seem to favor Russia in its conflict against Ukraine. One of the most notable aspects is that Ukraine would not be allowed to join NATO, a major concern for Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Additionally, the plan suggests that Ukraine would cede control of the eastern Donbas region and Crimea to Russia. President Trump has set a deadline of Thanksgiving for Zelensky to respond to the proposed peace plan. This tight timeline has raised eyebrows, with some questioning whether it's realistic or fair to expect a decision from Ukraine within such a short time frame. We've seen reactions from various experts and analysts, ranging from concerns that this plan could be seen as a win for Russia and a surrender for Ukraine, to more nuanced views that consider the complexities of the situation. Nina Khrushcheva, professor of international affairs at the New School and great-granddaughter of former Soviet leader Nikita Khrushchev, has shared her insights on the proposal, highlighting the historical context and potential implications. As the international community waits for Ukraine's response, it's clear that this proposed peace plan has significant ramifications for global politics and security. We'll continue to follow this story and provide updates as more information becomes available. We'll be right back with more of today's top news on Concrete Block. Welcome back to Concrete Block. We're diving into a fascinating story that's making waves in the world of politics. A recent development in Texas has raised questions about gerrymandering and the integrity of the electoral process. To break it down, let's start with the basics. Gerrymandering refers to the manipulation of electoral district boundaries for political gain. In Texas, a new map was created that seems to favor Republicans, potentially giving them up to 5 additional seats. Now, here's where things get interesting. The Supreme Court has established precedents, such as Russo v. Common Cause and Alabama Legislative Black Caucus v. Alabama, which essentially allow politicians to push through gerrymandering as long as they don't explicitly state that their actions are motivated by racial considerations. However, in the case of Texas, it appears that politicians may have been overly candid about their intentions. On the other hand, we have California, which is also engaged in gerrymandering, but with a crucial difference. California's new map was created with an explicit partisan motivation, which is precisely the kind of gerrymandering that the Supreme Court's precedents should protect, as long as it's not primarily achieved through impermissible race-based map drawing. The California GOP and the Justice Department are suing to block the map, claiming it was motivated by race. However, the facts and precedents suggest this will be a tough case to make. The stakes are high, with the Texas decision potentially handing Congressional Democrats a leg up if the map is blocked. As we consider these developments, it's essential to remember that gerrymandering is a complex issue that affects both parties. While some may argue that the Supreme Court's precedents have enabled partisan manipulation, others see them as necessary to prevent overreach by the judiciary. The upcoming decision will test the court's commitment to upholding its own rules and precedents. Will they prioritize fairness and consistency, or will political considerations take center stage? The answer to this question has significant implications for the integrity of our electoral system. As we navigate these complex issues, it's crucial to approach them with nuance and balance. By examining the facts and considering multiple perspectives, we can work towards a deeper understanding of the challenges facing our democracy. Welcome back to Concrete Block. As we wrap up today's show, let's shift our focus to the Middle East, where a significant development is unfolding. The United States has proposed an international stabilization force for the Gaza Strip, aiming to maintain stability and security in the region. This initiative has garnered attention from several countries, including Pakistan and Indonesia, which are considering participating in the force. To understand the complexities of this situation, it's essential to acknowledge the historical context and the various stakeholders involved. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict is a long-standing and deeply entrenched issue, with both sides having legitimate concerns and claims. The proposed stabilization force aims to address the security vacuum in Gaza, which has been plagued by violence and instability. Pakistan, a key player in the region, has expressed interest in joining the force, but with certain preconditions. The country wants a clear signal that the stabilization of Gaza is a step towards recognizing a Palestinian state as a final solution. Additionally, Pakistan does not want to find itself in a situation where its troops have to fight against Hamas or the Israeli armed forces. Indonesia, another significant nation in the region, is also considering participation in the force. The country has extensive experience in UN peacekeeping missions and is committed to the ISF due to its solidarity with the Palestinians. However, Indonesia is waiting for a signal from the Arab world before making a decision. It's crucial to approach this topic with sensitivity and balance, recognizing the diverse perspectives and interests at play. The success of the International Stabilization Force depends on the cooperation and commitment of all parties involved. As we continue to monitor developments in the region, it's essential to prioritize fairness, empathy, and understanding. That's all for today's Concrete Block. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, stay informed.